In this video, we're going to talk about evaluating polynomials using synthetic division and the remainder theorem. Now, what is the remainder theorem? Well, in a previous video, I talked about a little bit. It basically said it's if a polynomial is divided by a linear divisor, and that's what this x minus c means, again, a linear divisor. If a polynomial is divided by a linear divisor, then the remainder will be this, okay? And we demonstrated how to use, in my synthetic division video, I demonstrated how to use this to kind of check your synthetic division. Well, in this case, we're going to show how to use synthetic division to evaluate a function, a polynomial function. So let's say we have a polynomial that looks like this. 3x cubed minus 6x plus 14. And I want to know what p of -1 is. Okay? Well, instead of plugging it in and using my calculator, because maybe the calculator isn't available at the moment, because I know in some courses you don't always have that available to you, you can actually use synthetic division to evaluate this. All right? So what we're going to do is in synthetic division, we're going to take that number that's inside the parentheses and put it in front of the bar, the division bar. We're going to list our coefficients, and now be careful here because notice there's no x squared term, so we do have to put that into our synthetic division problem. And then we are going to divide. All right, so again, you bring down, you remember synthetic division, you bring down that first term, and then you multiply. So -1 times 3 is -3. And of course we add 0 plus -3 is -3, and then we multiply. Okay, so -1 times -3 is 3. And pardon the road noise. I live next to a very busy highway, and sometimes that ekes through. Now, so then we add, and we again get -3, and we multiply. Okay, and we add, and we get 17. And what we want is just the remainder. So we'd say the answer to this is 17. And it's that straightforward. We like it when it works out like this. But what you can do is, if you're unsure, you can check it on your calculator. But this is the technique for evaluating. So I'm going to check it on my calculator real quick. Let's see here. 3 times -1 cubed minus 6 times -1. I know nothing's happening on the screen, but that's okay because I'm checking it on my calculator. And I hit it. And I do get 17. So you see, this works. All right, so let's try one more as an example of this. Let's say our polynomial this time is -6x to the 5th plus 5x to the 4th plus 12, actually minus 12x cubed plus 24x plus 108. Okay. So this is a pretty significant polynomial. It's pretty big. It has some pretty good sized numbers in it. And I want to find p of 1. Okay, and I'm keeping the number small here just for this video. But this number inside, you could use any number. It could be 10, 30, 40, 2, 0.5 even. Okay, so you can use that here. So notice I'm not changing the sign when I set up my division bar, because I'm not giving you the number in binomial form like normal synthetic division. So I'll look at here, and I don't see the need for placeholders because it's 5, 4, 3. I do. Oh, the x squared term is missing. So I have -6, 5, -12, 0 for the x squared term, 24, and 108. Okay? Put them all in. And then we just go through the process now. Bring down the -6. Okay, so 1 times -6 is -6. Add, and I get -1. 1 times -1 is, well, -1. Add, I get -13. 1 times -13, well, is -13. Oh, not -113, -13. And I add, and I get -13. And then 1 times -13 is, well, -13. A lot of -13s here. And then I add, and I get 11. Okay? And then 1 times 11 is 11, and I add, and I get 119 as a remainder. Okay? So that means P of 1 is equal to that remainder of 119. And it's that straightforward. All right, so using synthetic division can be helpful when you don't have a calculator handy to kind of just throw in the whole polynomial to check yourself with. So it is a tool. It's a nice tool to be able to make these kind of calculations with. All right, thank you very much.